Hello friends, welcome back to the video. So till now we have seen an important concept in any programming language. We have studied about some data types, right? Where we have seen about single variable type and multiple variable, a data type that can store multiple variables like list, tuples, sets, and dictionary. This was a very important concept which we'll be using throughout the course. Another important thing we will be studying in the next set of videos are the conditional statements and looping statements. When I say conditional statements, as you understand, you might have guessed it already. I'm speaking about if, else, else if, such kind of a statements. Looping statements, when I say, I refer to loops like for loop, while loop, do while. Don't worry about these jargons. Okay, if you're finding it, if you're hearing it for the first time, so don't worry, I'm there to help you to understand better. Say, let's take some task. You are making the user to enter two numbers and you're trying to find out which number is greater, right? This is a simple task. In order to accept input from the user, right, I can use the statement like, say suppose there are two variables a and b. I will say a is equal to, you are expecting the user to enter the number. So hence it becomes input to your system, and hence I have to declare input, and you can give some statement in the inverted commas, say enter the value of a. Similarly, I will give access. I will accept another input. I'll copy paste the same thing. Now I'll print both a and b. It is asking for a value of a. I will enter one number. So it is going to print me the values of a and b. Now, in this case, if I'm trying to find out whether a is greater or b is greater or both are equal, right? So I have to do some condition checking. In order to do that, I have different conditional statements. In Python, we will be studying about if statement, else statement, else if statements, okay, which will help us to work with such conditional elements. Say suppose, now the syntax is something like this. If I'm typing, if A is greater than B, right? This is what I have to check. I will put a colon. When you press enter, can you see like there is some gap which is called as indentation, right? In some of the programming languages like C and all, we write in terms of writing a flower braces to indicate that all these statements have to be executed if this condition is satisfied, right? How does this work? If this condition is satisfied, then whatever is the statement which I'm entering now will get executed. Say I'll say print the value of a is greater than b. Okay. Next, that's it. This is how I check it. So if I enter one more, if I write anything else, okay, that gets executed. I do not want to get executed in the if loop. If the within the if statements, then I have to press one backspace such that the condition is not executed within the if part, right? I will check again. If A equal to B, I'll say print both A and B are same, right? So I can go on using if statements like this, or I have one more important statement called else. So what I do is I just type else print is less than, right? I get a statement like this. I will not be able to understand which is true, right? So look at the number. A is smaller than B. Okay. So else statement is getting executed, right? So the takeaway message from this is make you to understand, okay, how is the input accepted from the user? Then what is the syntax, right? Whatever I write in the form of like this colon or giving a space, they are called as syntax, right? Just make you to understand how the syntax works. Okay. So still if you are getting confused, okay, so what you can do is just make few of the lines comments. How do you make comments in this? Just add hash symbol, right? So by just adding hash symbol, you will be commenting that line. That means that will not get executed, right? What I'll do is if A is greater than B, it will say the value of that line will be printed. Else I'll say print the value of B is greater than B, right? Or I'll say I'll say hello. So the numbered value entered value is 1 and 3. So B is greater than A. So in that case, so it will say hello, right? So like this, I hope you understood the syntax of if and else, as well how to accept input from the user. Please try out this. See you in the next video. Thank you.